God damn it. That was some good shit, though.
God damn, that was good shit, man.
It's alright, though. It's alright.
Yo, listeners.
You can't recreate magic, by
listeners, we got some bad news for y'all.
You can't recreate magic.
We got some bad news for y'all, man. Hold on, let me not make the same mistake again. Mm-hmm. Yo, so we was recording just now, man, dropping some heat. Recording for at least, 3-4 minutes?
That was about 3 minutes worth.
Till I realized...
I'm glad you noticed that early, though.
Yeah. Till I realized, I looked down and I said, hold up. This shit is not recorded. Excuse my language. I am so mad. I mean, it's information that, it's neither here nor there.
Or they don't need to hear it at all.
That too. But nonetheless, man, we still got the heat. So anyways, what I was saying before I was abruptly cut off by this technology was how, we don't drop every 2 weeks. Technically, we drop every other week. So it's not like you guys are waiting too long because, you guys be waiting. I'm pretty sure y'all be waiting seasons, months, years for new seasons of shows that half the time don't bring nothing to your mental state but stress. So, when you come and listen to us, you're coming here for knowledge. You're coming here for a sense of a sense of fulfillment. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When you leave,
you asking me? Oh, you asking if
I'm just stating statements.
So you don't need my mm-hms in the back? I
mean, they
you like them though, right?
They'd be they'd be useful.
Yeah, you like them. You like, I got you. Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, that's what we're here to do, man. I just want to put on the sexy voice for y'all real quick. Mm-hmm. I've just been thinking for a little bit that, ain't nothing in this world. Yo, you know what? Before we get into the outline, it got me thinking something. Yeah. Let me back this up a little bit. Nah, my bad. It got me thinking. Let's go. Yo, dude used to get paid back in the days, fam, for simply being on the phone like, hey, how you doing today? Yo. Yeah, I know. What you wearing? The voice joint, right? Be like, oh my gosh, my husband is away. I just wanted to call in. I saw the number online. It's okay. I'm here to talk to you. What you want to talk about? Oh, I'm just feeling so aroused tonight, and it'd be great if you tell me what you're wearing. This dude got on a full outfit, khaki shorts, 3-button collar shirt, talking about, yeah, I'm touching myself right now. That dude playing Tetris. You know what I mean?
He got paid for that.
And
he had the voice.
And these people getting charged like $1 something a minute, fam. And I'm like, yo.
That's a lucrative business right there. Yo. There's money to be made.
Oh, my goodness.
Yo, good for y'all. They still got them joints and pornos.
Do they?
I think so. I've seen a few episodes like that. You consider pornos like episodes? Well, scenes. I'm going to say scenes. I've seen a few scenes like that.
Well, porno is a business, and then the subcategories would be like...
Oh, so it might be fake, yeah. Damn, what I'm talking about. My bad.
The subcategories would be like brazzers, like amateur is like a subtopic or subgenre or a genre of porn.
Nah, I mean like in that one scene I saw, there was a dude who had that job. That's what I'm trying to say.
She just pulled up to the office?
She had to do his address and then he pulled up. But then it just hit me like, yeah, it was all that.
I mean, I feel like,
so I'm pretty sure.
But I'm saying, at the end of the day, though, let's keep it funky.
What do you call those? Sex hotlines?
Yeah. But let's keep it funky, though. Porno is based off of real life situations.
No. Do I gotta go
80% of them?
No.
80%. Fam. Just because your pizza delivery days, you ain't getting no buns or no poons or no interaction with the opposite sex in her bedroom, don't mean no pizza guy out there didn't pull up, you know what I'm saying, talking about, yeah, did anybody order a pizza? She said, did it come with extra sausage? Ma'am, you didn't ask for it. Boom, just pull them into the room.
That's never happened.
That's happened to somebody.
That's not.
God, that's happened to somebody. I promise.
So this happened to somebody too?
Nah, go ahead.
So you come see your boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So say I came and see you, you chilling right there, and then your girl come rub my shoulders. I'm gonna make you guys some sandwiches. Rub my shoulders, and I'm like, what that? And then she in the back showing me her breasts and playing with them. And then she be like, I'm going to shower, babe. And then I ask you 20 seconds later, hey, D Blank, where's your bathroom at? Then I go to your bathroom, and then you know what happens. You think that's happened before.
I'm sorry.
Nobody's that bold.
Have you heard of shows called Maury, Jerry Springer?
So something like
fam,
that.
These are actual. That's actually happened in my life, fam. I was watching the video this morning, fam. This morning before I went to work.
Going for it.
I was watching the video this morning. Couples court joint. The dude smashed his boy's moms and started dating her. That happens in porn all the time.
I'm hold on. I watch so much porn. Well, I used to. My bad, y'all. Bleep that out. I used to, but. Let me see. I got another one. I got another one. I got another one for you. I got another one for you. Ready? Here.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, ma'am. Your car is gonna run you about $15,000 to fix.
That's absolutely believable.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Is there no way else I can pay for this? Well, if you want me in the back.
This joint's not gonna pay $100. I got another one. Hold on.
All right. What's up? I can get you another one. All the stepdad joints, real. All the step-sibling joints is all real porn. That's really happened in real life before. That's a fact of life because the way people look at it, technically, you're not my real mother. You're not my real sister. You're not my real brother. And the list goes on. You know what I'm saying? It happens. New Girls.
It's the most outlandish one. Nah.
Go ahead. You want to tell mine or you want to remember yours?
Go yours.
New Girls. Spoiler alert, show's been out for forever, so I don't give a crap if y'all saw it or not. Spoiler alert, one of the characters, I won't say the name because I feel bad for y'all. One of the characters, the character I'm talking about, slept with their third cousin. Shit happens.
That's fair.
All right, that happens. I continue though. Cool.
So boom. Mm-hmm. One episode, well seen.
Mm-hmm.
The whole Bang Bus series, fam.
That's fake. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's no way in hell
they not getting a teacher, a nurse. I can understand they get them like them parking lizards like that be at truck stops or they go get like one of those crackheads on the side. Yeah. But they be getting lawyers, real estate agents. Hey, you want to make a little money? That's not happening in real life. No chick with morals or classy job of that nature is doing that. I'm not going for it.
Here's my thing with that. Here's my thing with Bang Bus, right? I'm pretty sure Bang Bus is basically something magnified to the great extreme as prostitution, right? Because you pull up in your whip, pick a shorty up, she get in your whip, she blows you, blah blah blah, right?
They don't just pick up regular shorties. But this, I've seen like 1,000 of them joints. I think only about 5 of them out of the 1,000 they were like strippers.
But I think Bang Bus is real to certain scenes. The certain scenes I think are real is when they have the females in the bus.
I still
like the porn stars. I feel like those are real because if somebody pull up to you, right? Mm-hmm. You're like, yo, fam, I got this chicken here. Like, you trying to smash? What's up?
You're disgusting. Devin is disgusting.
Yo, hold up, bro.
I'm not.
Yo, this is
nobody.
Fraud.
I'm not fraud.
Frauding.
Damn, I would be so turned off.
Yo, you frauding, fam.
Dev's disgusting.
Yo, stop frauding, my nigga. Yo, my guy.
Then what would y'all do?
That's
fellas. Devin is disgusting.
Wow.
I have to be honest right now.
Wow. Yo, why are you lying, fam? Why are you lying?
Yo,
I'm done.
I'm not hopping in the truck.
I'm done. I'm done.
I mean, I'll be like, I'll be enticed.
Okay, you'll be enticed.
You be enticed. But then in the long run, I think about it, like it's not worth it.
That's crazy.
Deep, like you don't know who the hell that chick is, what's going on, if they try to set you up, or the chick could just be plain old disease filled and ridden.
What if you knew the porn star?
I'm not doing it. Oh no, I don't want to hit a porn star.
You don't want to smash one?
No, thank you. I watch it and fantasize, but I'm not.
I'll get fellatio. I'll get fellatio.
Yes, yeah.
Fellatio for a fact.
Yes, I'm there.
But I'll be looking at some joints and I just be looking so.
That's too warm. I want to say it's warm. Anyways, they joints about 30 times bigger than mine.
But
so I ain't even gonna feel it. So I'm gonna be embarrassed.
I doubt that. I feel like I feel like the ones that be ODing is like you ever heard of Blacked?
That was
Son.
the one thing. I was like, those are the ones
Son.
I watch.
I'm like, yo, my guy, come on, bro.
Three water bottles.
like, bro, if Shorty be like the size of a lamppost, I mean, like, you know what? So basically,
derailed off.
To sum it all up, basically, I just want to say that certain pornos are based off real life situations, but certain things are stretch. Because at the end of the day, a lot of things are outlandish. Like Bang Bus, like it's like, fam, you pick me up and then you dead just drop me anywhere, fam.
See, I don't even get to that.
Yo, like, bro, like what?
A couple times I skipped to the end. I'm like, wow, that
they just be dropping them off and just throwing their clothes out. I'm like, yo, fam, like that's mad disrespectful. But
it's funny though, because I do watch pornos for like the scenes. So I watch scenes that what would you call it?
I watch them for the plot.
The plot, yeah.
Gotta watch the plot. It's like, listen. People don't just watch porn for self pleasure? No. Whatever you want to call it. Some people just watch it as a regular movie. You know what I'm saying? Like watching a rated R movie. It just happens that the scenes are more in depth. You know what I'm saying? So it's none of that like softcore stuff. But anyways, fam, how you feeling?
As you were talking just now, I'm feeling a little mortified.
Why is that?
I'm wearing a black jacket, y'all. Y'all watch the video. I got a lot of dandruff. I'm disgusted. I never have dandruff, and I think it's because I put so much oils and gel in my head.
Why do you like
when it was braided? And I took it out recently because it itched so badly. I don't know. Somebody told me I'm not using the right products, but I use a plethora of products, guys. It itches at night when I'm not doing nothing, but when I'm going out throughout the day doing things, I don't feel.
You wrapping it? You wrapping at night?
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's crazy. So you put the oil and then you put you put the oil and you put the cream on top, right?
Yeah.
And it's still itching?
At night is unbelievable. Like I almost ripped my scalp out. I didn't last a week. Took it out. I cleaned it. Yeah. I thought thoroughly cleaned it. I'm seeing a lot of dandruff.
I'm gonna show you the picture out of
I don't like it.
I'm gonna show you the apple cider product, son.
It's a good joint.
So like she does it when Victoria was wash my hair with it. You like see the dirt coming out, and then it feels like your pores opened up from being clogged.
Yo, you think you gonna put that on your neck? Black ass neck.
It's hot outside with these kids, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like you staying inside the classroom all goddamn day. You don't got recess.
Yeah, all right, you know what I'm saying? Ask me what I've been doing these past 2 weeks besides class at 4:20.
Laying in your girl couch?
I've been waking up at 12.
Laying in your girl couch?
I've been waking up at 12.
Laying in your girl couch?
I've been waking up at 12.
In your girl's couch?
No, my bed. I've been waking up at 12.
Nigga, how late do you go to sleep?
I do go to sleep late though.
Cause I go to sleep around 3 a.m. Cause just logically, my body can't wake up. My body wakes up at 7. It wakes up at 7. But do I stay awake? No, but I wake up at 7.
Nope.
You just been waking up at 12. Nigga, what the freak you doing until 3 o'clock in the morning?
Then I go to the gym. Then it's already basically time for class. I love it.
You reading books?
Wait, 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah. What are you doing at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Looking at real estate. My mind, I usually vacillate between looking at real estate, reading, just random things. I never read a novel that late. Usually, I don't know. My books are like somewhere else. But I do be reading a lot of just like articles, looking at football things. So football season is upon us.
Got you.
Broncos. Have a little movie in the background. Oh, smoking a hookah. Too a background hookah. You don't like with the hookah?
No, not really. Not the biggest fan. I'm not against it. I'm not against it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against it. I don't seek for it.
Biggest fan. I got you.
Speaking of staying up late, what I've noticed now is I've been going to sleep like 12:30, 1 o'clock.
That's bad, yo. You got work in the morning.
But before, one of my other jobs, when I was working less hours, I would go to sleep later, like 2, 3 in the morning. I could be up. So it's actually better for me. I'm getting more sleep, actually.
What time do you got to be at work at this new position? Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, so
that's not bad at all.
In this new job, I've been there for about a week and a half now. I've been getting up every morning and having breakfast, fam. It feels phenomenal to have breakfast in the morning.
I'm gonna put you on my the page story right now. Talking with gibberish
about breakfast, nigga. Do you have time for breakfast? The freak! I'm getting up, boiling my eggs. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I've read a lot of literature on the fact that we don't really need breakfast.
I get
There's
it.
a lot of literature that says most important meal of the day.
It's not.
And then there's some that say you could be fasting and it's your mind tricking you. It's like you're not really hungry. Your body doesn't need it if you just ate around 10 p.m. You know what I'm saying? I can understand if you didn't eat, your last meal was at 6 p.m. like a white person dinner. But then you wake up, it's 9. Why? D blank. White people eat dinner at 6 p.m.
Fam, that's a fact.
Yes.
They'd be like, yo, what's going on? It's 3 o'clock. Yo, I'm getting dinner ready. Susie, can you set the table?
Yo,
like,
what you mean you gonna have that set for 3 hours?
Like, a black person dinner be like, yo, food is ready. Grab it when you're ready, fam. You know what I'm saying? One thing though I'm gonna keep that I want to keep when I become a father, a family man, Sunday breakfast. Sunday breakfast together, Sunday dinner. That's gotta be, because I grew up on that. You know what I'm saying? And
I respect that.
It died.
I respect that.
It died as we got older. But I definitely want to have Sunday dinners with the family. You know what I'm saying? And Sunday breakfast with the family. You know what I'm saying? So that's important to me. Sunday lunch, I don't give a what you're doing all day.
I'm gonna deviate off topic, cool? Real quick. Not off topic. It's on to that.
Yeah,
because I was watching something called Family Reunion on Netflix. Terrible, but not terrible, but it was on. I wasn't watching. Somebody I was with put it on.
Yeah, I got you.
And then it's funny you mentioned that how you want to keep that tradition. Basically, this family reunion, this dude and his family from Seattle came to like damn, I forgot what area, but his parents are black. And they have tradition. They have traditions of their own. And then basically one tradition was like a Sunday church. And then the kid put the father and the mom on blast. He's saying, "Oh, we don't go to church." And he said, "Why?" Daddy said, "We don't got to go." He was also like embarrassed and mortified. And his explanation was like he's trying to separate his children from following the traditions he had.
Got you.
What do you think about that?
I just feel like it relates back to our last episode as far as the whole parenting aspect and people trying to deviate away from. I was actually talking to a lady I work with, and she's talking about how her kids told her straight up, "I don't want to raise my kids how you raised us." And it's because the lady I work with, she was mad. She wasn't like strict, but she had a sense of how a family should be run, what the mother role is, what the child role is. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna leave this house with a disrespectful mentality. What you gain outside is cool, but when you bring that shit back in the crib, you better show me the utmost respect, whoever I have over here. So, I mean, I agree and I disagree. There's certain things that you pull from how your parents raised you to now. Like, I'm putting my hands on my kids, and that's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
That's another thing. The funny, the kids basically gave themselves their own punishments.
Yeah, freak out here.
And it's within this family. They said, no, if they do something wrong, they decide what the punishment is. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, F out of here, bro. You getting these hands straight up. And if it's a boy, it's when you turn like 15, good box. You know what I'm saying? If it's a girl, whoever my mother is whoever the mother of my children is at the time, chances are she won't be as aggressive as I am. So I think I'll leave that in the mother's hands to do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But how I'm feeling a little bit unsatisfied with myself in particular because I go through a point in life, right, where I'm workaholic. Ooh, I'm throwing shirts together. I'm doing videos. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Then there's a point where I peak and then I plateau. And I feel like in the last week or two, I've been plateauing as far as everything. You know what I'm saying? And I spoke on the fact of what Charlamagne was saying as far as how many hours are in the week and how you should be utilizing those hours. And with my new job, it's not that I'm necessarily losing hours.
Yeah.
It's just starting later in the day, and I'm coming out later in the day. But when I come home, if I'm not working my other joint, I have more than enough time to do what I got to do. It's just I go through this mental state where I just don't do shit, and I put more effort onto like video games or just like YouTube. But within the last 48 hours, I've been working on shirts. You guys can't see it in the video, but Shawn can see it in his peripheral if you looked around the room.
Yeah, I see them ugly joints. Yeah, that's cool though. That's how you feeling, man. At least you're making yourself vulnerable right now. You're being honest with the listeners, being honest with me because I've been asking for mad clips.
Yeah.
Obviously, good looks.
Other than that, what I learned this week was, I got some porn up. Yeah. So,
you say you got on that?
no, nothing. So it's always good to just find, new actors. So at this job, before I used to do, I have to have the autistic kids from 9 to 2, right? So what is that, like 5 hours, give or take? But this new job that I'm at is I have the kids from 9:30 to 5:30, and then they have a 2-hour nap time from 1 to 3, right? So in that 2-hour span, it's like, dang, what am I supposed to do with my life? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Depending on if the classroom, like if we're like, set stuff up or do like arts and crafts, that's the time to do that. But other than that, if there's nothing happening, I got to try to figure out what the freak I got to do. So I've decided to take a reading. One book that I actually been spending time on. One book that I started with that I'm going to share with you guys is not the book that I continued reading. I switched up and started a new book. It's called How Children Succeed. Phenomenal book, very informational right now. I'm learning about a lot of schools in Chicago and basically creators of the ACE study and all that stuff. But one book that caught my attention in the beginning was a book called Rogue Town, right? Basically what this book is about is Stamford, Connecticut, which I was like, the freak? Okay, cool. So it's a true story about a cop who basically worked on flushed out basically corrupt cops and corrupt officials, and it said that from 1965 to 1985 that Stanford was the most corrupt city in the country, which I didn't know. This whole time I'm thinking Stanford is just like, it's here. It's one of the founding cities, states, whatever. It's just whatever. Come to find out, it was actually like, yo, there was stuff going down. So I gave it about a 20-page read, where I learned a fair amount of copping work back in the day, and about the cop who was he didn't really know the ropes at first, but as time went on, he learned how to do things, and he gave a quick flashback at the beginning of the book.
If you don't mind me asking, you said Stanford. I believe there are 5
Stanford, Connecticut
towns in the U.S. named Stanford.
Stanford, Connecticut.
Thanks for making
Not California. I would figure
since we have viewers,
since we're from Connecticut, they would know I'm talking about Stanford, Connecticut. Yeah, but so I was surprised, and plus I said founding city. So
what the hell is it got doing?
California wouldn't be a founding city if it was like one of the last states to be found.
But there's also Stanford.
Context clues.
New York. There's also Stanford, Kentucky.
Kentucky is not a founding state, so try again.
It don't matter.
It does matter. I said founding city. That's a context clue. Problem solving. I mean, you gotta. You know what? Let me not go on a rant. Let me not go on a rant. So yeah, basically, I learned about the Rogue Town of Stanford, and I stopped reading that book because this other book caught my attention more. So I just want to that I learned that Stanford was a corrupt city at one point. But yeah.
Huh. Well, so, sorry guys, I don't have something a little more interesting than that. That's very interesting. Anyways, I found out basically, it's not something I found out. Obviously, July 4th, 1776, that date possibly resonates as Independence Day. Boom. I found out that the 5 writers, only 2 of them actually signed it. I didn't know that. And then the other, if there are only 2 signed it, there are 56 signed. It's 54. I'm bad at math. The other 54 people who signed it from the 13 original colonies, they signed it August 2nd, 1776. It's something I learned, and it was racking my brain because I'm like, why isn't our Independence Day August 2nd then? Mm-hmm. That's it. And that's something I'll leave you guys with. Maybe somebody has more information behind it. But I know they wrote it. July 4th, came together, collaborated, consulted, said, all right, now let's get everybody else to sign it. August 2nd, though, but I would think something comes, like it becomes an official document once everybody reviewed and signed it. So August 2nd, but that's cool. Like I said, less interesting than what you had to say about Stanford.
You win some, you lose some, my friend.
Huh?
So you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like that one time you shared that something about Jupiter.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay.
Yo, how do you pronounce the word Salmon? How do you pronounce it?
So what?
The word Salmon.
Salmon.
Okay, same. So I'm just excited. I was looking at a menu. They sell salmon burgers down the road. I'm gonna go get one. I've been thinking about it ever since I saw it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought when you asked me what that word meant, I thought it was gonna lead to like a story like, yo, I was with this person and they kept saying salmon.
No, I was just trying to circumvent that from happening. If I would have said salmon, and you'd have been like, what? So I wanted to know how you said it first. So, that's how I say salmon. So I was like, cool, we say the same. I know that's where it would have went. Would have been like, bro, it's called salmon.
Freaking
nah, no story. But
okay. All right, cool.
Announcements, my bad.
Tomato goes.
Yo, I'm going to Thailand for 2 weeks, August 7th. I just would. Well, excuse me, bourbon. If anybody has any information about, places to visit in Chiang Mai, Bangkok, or Phuket or Phuket, however it's pronounced, let me know. Where to stay away, what not to eat, who to be careful of, what villages, blah, blah, blah. Anything you guys have, let me know, please. Huh?
I know 2 people.
Oh, you do? You do already?
Yeah.
Oh, please direct me to that. Good looks, dick. Because it's important.
Actually,
we're not sitting on a resort. We're actually going to a new country. So it's like, damn.
Yeah, I got a Navy buddy who was out there. Well, cousin, actually.
Okay.
Who was out there for a minute. Rena.
Rena was in too?
Rena was out there. Rena was out there for a minute, too. She said she went to some one of those like famous, well, not famous, but like natural, regular bars type joints where they like put stuff in their punani.
Yo,
and like shoot it out.
The chick brother I'm going with, why am I saying the chick? Dia's brother, told me he told us to go there because he travels a lot. Actually, he's been there. He says this crazy. I forgot the name he gave Arena Pie knows.
Yeah, I was like, what the freak?
Yeah, we was all at the dinner table talking about it. He was like, what the hell?
Good thing you're going with a girl though, because I heard them lady boys be flocking to niggas.
Wait, so why you say good thing? Oh, never mind.
You know what I'm saying? You're preoccupied, so
I was trying to use context clues. I thought you were trying to say if I wasn't preoccupied, I'd be trying to do things.
No, I'm saying that's faithful. Since you are, no. I'm saying
you say they won't approach.
They would approach if you was dolo or with the boys. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't allude to you cheating. What kind of niggas? What the freak is that? We already established we don't cheat out here. You know what I'm saying? Facts of life out here, baby. But listen.
I think we could. You have announcements? Not bad.
Nope.
I'm about to jump right into it.
I don't have any announcements.
Let's do it.
Do I have an announcement? I think due to the state of mind that I've been in, YouTube page has been a bit lackluster, but I did send Shawn some clips the other day that you guys should be seeing shortly, and I'm working on something else myself. And more visuals coming soon regarding the Deep Blank brand and SoulPPodcast. So please subscribe, like, share, tell your friends about us. Shout out to the real ones. I actually got to text a listener because I haven't heard back from them. I'm going to text that listener. Be like, yo, what's up? I haven't heard from you from like the first couple episodes. You can give us feedback and how you kind of wanted the show to go. Kind of want to know where you stand now. And
yeah, do that. Let me know.
I really want to know where you stand now. Maybe one episode we'll just call him. Hopefully he picks up. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, we gotta work on the sound quality for that first. We'll probably do like a test with that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Let's just jump right into it. Can you start that off?
Let's do it. All right, y'all. So, as we mentioned, we're going to talk about participation trophies, right? It just, I think Dev and I, we share the same feelings. We could just be forthcoming about that. We're not a fan of them. So, we're just going to be telling you why we're not a fan of them and like how we think Like I said, I'm being forthcoming. My bad. So if you listen to this, like, oh, I don't want to hear it now because they're going to be extremely subjective, whatever. But ultimately, we just think that participation trophies, they are detrimental to a kid's future. D Blank over here is fixing the camera. I want him to start us off with why he thinks so. But whatever. First off, I'm going to talk about failure. I'm going to talk about failure and why I think failure is the most important thing in somebody's life and anybody's life, and why people should go through failures. And I think it starts with a simple thing like losing a race. So nowadays, I know in field days, especially I'm going to speak from personal experience, in field days in schools, if you come in last, you're getting a damn trophy?
Listen, it's not a trophy.
Why?
It's a medal.
Why? The late, great Ricky Bobby, the father from Talladega Nights, says something so profound, it's resonated with me since that movie came out. If you ain't first, Ricky, you're last. I'll repeat that one more time. If you ain't in first, you are last.
It's like my boy Kanye said, second is the first one who lost.
It's even worse.
Think about that for a second. You know what I'm saying?
So, my bad, D.
No, go ahead.
So what should you be happy about? That you came in second, third? You want a consolation prize? Let me give you guys a definition of consolation prize right now, actually. So you guys can have an understanding of, damn, now I think about it, I don't want one of those. A prize given to a competitor who narrowly fails to win or who finishes last. Prize and last and fails in the same sentence? I should go get that meme with the Jerry from Tom and Jerry that goes, nigga, what? Sorry, I had to say the N-word there. If you're not coming in first, you shouldn't be receiving a prize. I digress right now, Deep Lane. You can pick up.
Well, I agree with the top three. I definitely agree with that. Everybody in the top three should get their prize. You know what I'm saying? Because, in my opinion, I feel like if you're coming second, that gives you reason to excel next time to get in first. And if you come in third, that gives you reason to excel to come in first or second the next time because it'll show growth. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about them 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th people. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about y'all. Just try again harder next time. So, one thing I just want to give a quick story, right? One thing I hated as a child was when you was playing like dodgeball or, you picking teams, it's uneven. They like, yo, we need one more, so we can even the teams out. When they said that, they knew one dude was trash and they would have get stuck with that person. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to even the squads out.
Yeah.
And in a lot of movies, back in the day, they would show how that last person would just feel isolated and unwanted and they feel like they was trash. You know what I'm saying? But those are the same movies that showed that person being isolated and working to become that number one draft pick in retrospect. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, everything has switched over and they feel as though that there should be no person singled out. There should be no child left behind. There should be none of that. Every child should have the opportunity to show off what they gained from doing jack shit. Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? And it annoys me because what do you teach a child that plays a sport and you're like, oh, hey, Billy, you tried, man. But here's a participation trophy.
Nothing to answer your question.
You know what I mean? So it's like
nothing.
Because it relates back to self-efficacy. You know what I'm saying? You show a child, you tell a child, hey, you participating alone shows me that you wanted to play. But then if they can't throw the ball, if they want to be a quarterback and you give them a participation trophy, what are you truly teaching them? You're not teaching them nothing. You're just telling them, hey, you tried, but...
And you could do this next time.
You know what I'm saying?
If you don't give them anything, you'd be like, hey, man, They were just a better team. You did put in the effort. You worked hard, but maybe you got to work a little harder. That's teaching them grit. It's teaching them a little grit. Like, damn, maybe I do need to go practice a little more. If you get a trophy, that kid is going to be content and complacent. That's a blanketed statement there. Not everybody. But some people might take it like, oh, I still received a trophy for just doing nothing. Did what I did. They're not going to want to learn and grow from it. That's what I've noticed in the classroom. That's what I've noticed in athletics. I've coached flag football, coached basketball. I've noticed that with these kids nowadays.
Coach Carter is a tremendous movie. If you've never seen that movie, what the freak are you doing in your life right now? It just comes to show how those kids were given participation trophies their whole life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They were just like, hey, show up to school and you can play basketball.
That's what it was.
You know what I'm saying? Just show up. That's all you got to do for us. You don't got to work hard for nothing. Just participate, come to school, yada, yada, yada. Just show your face. Coach Carter came in and was like, hold up, fam. What is this participation trophy poppycock? You know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, fam, we got to turn this thing around. We got to work harder. We got to, y'all celebrating over one win, fam. We got like 10 games left in the season. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, what's going on? And then Coach Carter was basically, the catalyst to pushing them towards the fact of you got to work harder towards something that actually matters. But then the environment, the neighborhood that surrounded them was the peers basically telling them, hey, dude, come smoke this blunt. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta change your ways, man. We support you because we know that you're trying. You don't gotta try harder. We know that you're trying, so that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? And that to me annoys me because it's like me and you grew up in an era where if you were trash, you getting called trash. Your peers is calling you trash. You know that you gotta do better, man. I was trash at ball. Trash at ball. I'm talking about like, Dev, what the freak are you doing with this basketball in your hand? Nowadays, I'm decent. I get the job done. You know what I'm saying? I'm more like a role player. But if it wasn't for my peers and the people I grew around with telling me, yo, Dev, you trash, Dev, you trash, Dev, you trash, I wouldn't have worked to better myself for the future. And that's just something minuscule, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a professional basketball player, nothing like that. But just something as simple as that. Like, if I got a participation trophy all my life, my boys was like, yo, Dev, you good, man? I'd have still been trash on some Eric Morales type, you know what I mean, skills.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Eric Morales, love you. But so man. No.
Nah, man. So besides the fact that Dev still is trash, we talking about us. So Dev meant to say I am trash with ball. I definitely agree with all the points you made, especially the Coach Carter one. And it's crazy because it's a microcosm of life. That movie alone, it's a big message. If you remember, he tried to hold them to a C- standard or C. That's all they needed.
Like a C or C-.
And then the people in the community, like the parents and the people who liked the team, because they were 10-0, these boys, yes. They were mad. They were mad that he locked the gym, didn't let them play. And like you said, I think they were so into like the short-term goal.
Yeah.
While he was trying to teach them the long-term goal, character, grit, perseverance. Perseverance, Jesus Christ. To persevere through life. Like, hey, listen, these teachers right now don't think you could do it, but I think you guys could do it. And you're going to face that all throughout life in the work field, especially if you go to college. When you go to college, you're going to face that. We spoke about that in the microaggressions episode. So he was trying to teach them things beyond basketball, but everybody in the community were like, no, let them play. They're doing well for the short-term game.
Yeah.
What? They weren't going to receive any scholarships. They're not going to be able to play ball and pass, what's that joint called? The clearance. They got some clearance thing in NCAA. If you don't have like a 2.0 GPA,
yeah.
C-, that's what he held them to. And they were angry. I see that happening today, and the connection to the participation trophy. Yeah, I like it.
My thing is what truly annoys me is because when you give out participation trophies, things become uncompetitive. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody feels as though that if I just play and have a good time, that's all that matters. And you lose the competitiveness of what the sport should be like. Like, nowadays, fam, trash talking is like, whoa there, buddy.
Yeah.
What are you doing? This is just a friendly game. Fam, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get under his skin. I'm trying to get him routed up. I'm trying to see what he's really about. Like, he out here just chilling.
The difference between competitiveness and showing sportsmanship. There's a big difference.
I get it, but at the same time, I'm like yo, yeah,
that's part of the game, though.
Yeah, like that, yo, Shawn, you trash, and you're not gonna catch that over me.
Not even worse than that. And a coach told me back in college when I played. He said that he would do research on players from the other team that he know he'd be going against. Mm-hmm. One game, he found out somebody's mom died, so he used that. That's all. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a little bit much.
That's extreme. It's an extreme example.
That's breaking somebody's like just overall morale. Like if I'm just telling you, yo.
But could you imagine? I'll just bring that example up because you're absolutely right. Because could you imagine if that happened today? That dude's being suspended from the entire league.
Fam, he's getting suspended, he's getting blacklisted.
Yeah, nobody's going to pick him.
Like nobody gonna want that.
I'm just saying, this dude. So he played like back in the '80s. Just showing the disparity between back then and what it has gradually become. It's crazy. Just the participation thing really grinds my gears, my man, because it also it makes the game less competitive, like you mentioned, because now it's like I was watching my boy Julian play baseball. Mm-hmm. He's 8 now. And then I was at the game, like, I can't watch this no more because they give them 12 to 15 pitches.
Wait, what are you talking about?
So basically,
like
so the kids are out there, but there's the coach who's pitching it still because they're not going to have kids pitching. They'll be all over the place. So if they swing and they could miss 12 times. And that one hit, they go. They run to the base. I think I don't know. This is my thought process.
You talking about like as like a rotation, like 7, 8 people, or you talking about like 15 pitches to one player?
One player. If he kept missing, I felt bad. I felt bad because I as a parent too, I'd be like, damn, I feel bad my son keep missing because that could also defeat morale. I see what they're trying to do there.
But it does defeat morale.
It does because after a while, after the 12th one, I feel like the kid is probably like, damn, am I really that bad? But if you kept the same rules, like, hey, 3 and then you're out, I think it's teaching them things like, oh shoot, let me get better next bat. But if the kid has it back in the back of his mind that I got several more chances, boom. Or it could have the opposite effect where the kid, when I was getting dried, comes back to plate like, damn, here I go again.
Missing 12. Instead of missing 12 for the whole game.
I see what they're also trying to do, though, because they're trying to like have everybody a fair chance. But I think
do that at practice.
That's not baseball. Thank you. That's not how baseball is.
Do it at practice because
what are you teaching them?
At the end of the day, it's like you said, it does defeat, in a sense, morale because if they see Jacob hitting on the second one and he hitting on the 10th one, it's like, dang, like it took me 7 extra hits. And 8 extra hits to get it.
And some kids didn't get a hit at all. I remember vividly this one game I watched. This kid went up about 4 times out throughout the game. This kid didn't hit once. And I felt bad because I think somebody said in the back, oh, not him again on Julian team. And I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You know?
And it's like, now it's like if you got 6 innings.
It just has an adverse effect, man. I don't know. So I see where they're going with it, but at the same time, you're not teaching the kids like, yo, listen, I just got to practice a little more. Or maybe this is not for me, but I don't like saying that. I feel like that's always last resort because I think you could always work towards something and learn skills.
Of course. But another thing I want to get into regarding participation trophy in kids is how it affects their future in the long run. It affects adulthood, I feel.
Yeah.
Because people will find themselves in a situation where it's like, I worked just as hard as he did. Why didn't I get the promotion? And it's like, dude, you got to come to realize, like, that's not how this game is played.
Just about that. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, like, if you instill in your child, just try hard enough, you'll get it. No, fam. You got to instill in your child that there's ways to get what you want on top of trying. You know what I'm saying? People fail and fall, but you're just teaching your child, listen, it's okay. You never fail because at least you tried.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, what kind of motivational speech is that to your child to just try and not progress farther in life? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And also,
so let me ask you, just to break up the episode a little bit, what would your speech be to a child who came to you like that?
Also, like, why not get the promotion?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question on the spot. Let me see what I got here. So basically, a kid came to me and was like, "Hey, I didn't get the position. Like, let's relate it to sports or whatever. Like, hey, I didn't get the position or I didn't get the promotion." I'll just be like, "Well, how are you working? Were you trying to work? Did you work to your full extent, Or did you just do just enough to get there? They'd be like, well, I was raised in a house where they told me just try and do what I can. I'm like, well, what I need you to do, I need you to go back and look at all the mistakes um, that you noticed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, sorry if my words are a little jumbled right now, but it's more just like, look at what you did and then do better than that. And then look at your peers. Look at the dude who got a promotion. You know what I'm saying? Look at what he did and see how you could do better than that. You know what I'm saying? But then they're like, oh my gosh, but I did just as much as he did and yada. But did you? You know what I'm saying? Because if the paper said XYZ and you just doing XYZ, you're not doing ABC on top of that. That nigga probably doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if it really came down to a child, bruh, you just gotta understand that at some points it's not okay to just try. You really got to go out there and make connections as well. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it's more than just participating. It's working harder than you did yesterday.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? In a nutshell, if I had an outline, I would take that whole thing down, boo, 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 make it into a pretty magnificent speech.
Pop quiz.
Oh my God.
What's Paul Walker's name in the Fast Furious series? Fast and Furious.
Damn. Let's see. Paul Walker.
Dev and I doing a new joint pop quiz. We just throw out a random question. If D Blank doesn't get it, he has to do 15 push-ups on the spot.
Paul Walker.
Oh, I should say what was Paul Walker. Sorry.
Paul Walker's name on Fast and Furious. God.
I knew you wouldn't know this.
Yo, I was just reading this. I was like, yo, they're going to replace this dude with... Dang, son! Mm-hmm. What's this dude's name? Yo, hold up, man. Freak!
About 20 more seconds.
No, you got about 20 more seconds. Name a freaking baby after this.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
I don't freaking
2.
know.
Brian O'Connor.
God damn it. That shit was not going to hit me. That wasn't coming to me.
That wasn't?
There was no way. I was thinking of like Cruz.
Oh! You're about Teo Cruz from Coach.
Yeah, so I'm going to do those push-ups as soon as this episode over. We put it on shit online. Damn, yo.
I got you. That's the first one, y'all.
You got me.
Podcast. I got you. I came with that heat.
You got me.
All right, we can jump back into my back.
Feeling
good right now. I'm on cloud 9. I know. I was like, I'm gonna come with this heat.
Oh man, that's funny, yo. One thing I really want to get out there real quick is when you have an only child, you should raise them the concept of sharing, because they get the thought process that everything is about them and nothing else around them matters. I work with kids right now, fam, and I've worked with kids prior to this one, that they're only children and they feel like everything that is in their reach is theirs, and people don't teach their children the concept of sharing, socializing. My friend, you go to school 40 hours a week. I expect you to at least share and understand the concept of sharing with your friends. You know what I'm saying? It's annoying that we literally have these parents that have siblings and don't teach their only child the concept of not everything belongs to you, my friend. And that, in kind of way, is a participation trophy, because you're teaching your child that you don't have to try. Because since you're an only child, everything will be given to you, my friend. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And as parents, teach your children how to share. Like, they don't get everything in life. Like, bruh, stop it, fam. Also, teach a younger child the same thing, yo. Always the youngest sibling, always get what they want. Cut that garbage, man. I'm keeping the same energy. Word to me.
Let's do it.
I don't care how many kids I have, fam. That last child may not get exactly what the first child got, but I refuse, if I'm giving out a 10 to my first child, to go below an 8 or a 7, fam. Some parents, they start at 10s and they get to a level 3, 4. By the time that last child comes, it's age. It's this and that. Fam, just because I can't run with my child, don't mean I mentally can't give them the same type of lessons that I gave the first child.
Simple as that.
You know what I'm saying? Plus, on top of that, what I've learned from my first child, I can instill in my last child, but on a better, greater note. You know what I'm saying? It's now been magnified. It's been amplitude. You know what I'm saying? So, like, sorry, I just get that out there.
Nah, I respect that. I respect that. I have a lot on that topic alone. That could be its own topic, just sharing while you were speaking. A lot of things were going through my head. Oh, yeah, I like that. Yeah. I think I'm good.
Good?
I'm good. I have a lot more to say on, like, participation trophy, things of that nature. But overall, guys, I'm not a fan of it. I don't know how you guys feel. Let us know.
Pop quiz.
It's good.
You ready?
I've been born ready for these things.
Who was the lead singer for the well-known group called Queen?
Yeah. What disease he had? He had AIDS.
That's not his name.
Oh, you asked me what was his name?
Yeah, what's his name? What the freak was his name? I don't care what he had. What was his name? What the freak you talking about, nigga? I don't care what the nigga wore. His name.
I know this.
All right, so tell me what his name is.
I know this.
I'm waiting. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Damn. I gotta go deep in my archive. I know this, fam. I know this. I was talking about this.
I'll give you 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Thank you. Kelly O'Shea. Something like that.
I think I lost count.
Kelly O'Shea.
I think I'm like 15 seconds right now.
I'm off. Not Kelly O'Shea.
And
I forget. What was it?
8, 7.
Nah, come on. It's time, man. What was it, yo?
5.
I know this. I'm gonna be like, I know this.
3,
I know this.
2, 1. Freddie Mercury.
Wow. I knew it.
Freak out of here, bro. I mean, kudos to he had AIDS. That's a little, fact to just, yeah. Yeah, it's about them 15 push-ups.
Damn, all right.
Guess we both do them today, huh?
Yeah, that's all right.
Well, our listeners learned 2 things today if they didn't know them.
I knew that, man. I knew that.
How you think I felt? I literally read an article the other day about a replacement for this dude on Fast and the Furious.
Watching Bohemian Rhapsody, and I was like, great. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I just watched it the other day. I was doing solid.
It's not bad, right?
Nah, it's solid. It's solid.
I'm gonna go get this salmon burger now.
Other than that, we don't have a topic for next week just yet. But
how should I get it? Rare? Medium rare?
Nah. You gotta cook that.
Salmon, yeah.
I wouldn't even it's seafood. I wouldn't even try that medium. I don't even think you cook salmon burger.
I'm gonna get it well, yeah. What the hell am I talking about?
Oh, freak.
I like much on crispy.
Personally, I wouldn't even like. What the? You want your salmon bleeding, fam? Like,
yeah. What am I talking about? What
the freak?
Nice.
You don't have a topic for next week yet, but we definitely gonna get that content out to you. If you guys have something you want us to talk about, excuse me, we're definitely open to taking them IG messages. We got some. Oh, that's what I want to talk about for the episode number.
Wow.
It's annoying when I talk to people around me, like within my circle or just people that are part of my circle, and I'm talking about things, right? Like with them face to face. And then they act surprised, like, oh my gosh, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, well, if you listen to the podcast, you would know that I've said this publicly, or you would know how me and Shawn feel about this publicly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got it.
But then they ask like, oh, let me be on the episode, let me be on the show. It's like, no. You're not listening.
No, John, which I'm not going to scold anybody or chastise anybody for having their own option not to listen. But that's just straight disrespect. like to be on the episode if you don't listen.
But you're not listening. And I notice these things. I say it aloud. I'm like, yo, fam, if you was listening, dead ass, you would know I've said this or Shawn has said this. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, like what? So I just wanted to get that off my chest. If you want to be on the episode, man, if you don't ever want to be on the episode, you gotta talk to us. You gotta listen. Like, at least listen to some recent stuff so I'm not repeating myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking you to go all the way back to episode 1, even though that would be great.
That'd be nice.
But at least give a recent episode a listen or the last couple episodes a listen. So it's like you kind of, when you come talk to me, I know that you'll at least listen, and I won't question if you didn't listen to episode 14 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, word, listen to it. Did you hear about it?" Like, I wouldn't do that because I appreciate all listeners, new and old. So,
I like the joints where it says get certain amount off your first order. Download the app, get certain amount off of your first order. They be lying
because they have like a minimum.
No, they're lying. You know how I know they're lying? There's some joints where I use 18 different emails. This should be my first order. So you have a...
Man, that's facts. I remember one time I used DoorDash one time,
yeah.
and it was offering me free delivery after $15. Mm-hmm. So I used some other email I had just chilling. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, one day I noticed, I said, hold on. My Cash App took $15 on my shit. I said, oh, what the freak is this? Mm. So I couldn't find it because when I went to DoorDash, I was logged into the email I didn't use, so it wasn't showing the premium membership. So I was like, what the freak is going on here, bro? So just watch out when you use multiple emails. You know, you gotta keep track of that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Just keep track of that. But
I'm gonna try this one now. It said download the Slice app on your first order. I don't think I've ever used this.
What the freak is Slice? The delivery app?
It's
what, you going biology?
I don't even know who delivers it. I think it's like a
what
third
the freak
party.
Is Slice?
It's a third party.
Oh, it's a third party?
Third party, and then they.
Where you getting a salmon burger from?
Cove.
Oh, up the street.
Yeah.
They got a salmon burger? It's a big sign?
Nah, it's on their website, and their salmon is good. I usually get it on a salad.
Oh, they do make some good stuff, yo.
They do. They do. That you already know what you about to say. You talking about the shorty? Yeah. You know about it on that note. Yo, this dude fake. She high, yo. Come on, man.
All right, yo, you know what it is, man. We out. Peace.